What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't posted in a while, but I just wanted to update for you guys on this past video regarding my K-Swap parts list. This is an update to that video. If you guys are interested, I'm going to leave the link down somewhere up here or in the description box. But if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I am almost boosted. I have two JDM Classic K-Swap Legends. You got the Integra right here, and then I also have a EG K-Swap as well, K24, K20, Z3. If you guys are interested, make sure to check out the archive videos, all my videos, past videos, so you guys can get caught up or learn on stuff that you guys are having difficulties. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, hit the bell notification, because that will help me a lot. And I try my best to post a lot. My videos are more educational when it comes to someone that's building their K-Swap and is embarking, and they need knowledge and stuff. So if you are stuck in something and you need help, make sure to DM me down here. Also, anybody that wants to add on, make sure to leave it down in the comment box. You guys have done greatly, and it's helped out a lot of people, even myself. So I appreciate you guys, and thank you for the support. I wanted to jump on this video real quick and do it for you guys, since it's still fresh. And I was able to actually rewatch the video, because it was a long time ago. In the video I'm talking about when do I want to have the K-Swap done, and it's crazy to believe that we are pretty much at that point. I'm about 98-99% already done with the car, and it's just crazy to think, like I set that milestone back in 2023 or 2024, something around that lines, but the car's already pretty much done. It's just a lot of maintenance stuff and stuff that needs to be updated that previous owner neglected, or just stuff that I want to make sure for peace of mind and drivability it is up to date. And I'm sorry I sound out of breath. I just came back from a 2-3 mile run, and I am super winded. All right, I hope my mic, the microphone's good quality. My mic for some reason died, the battery, and I haven't gone around to charging it. But jumping on the video, let's not prolong this too long, but I know in the video, from what I remember, there's a lot of stuff that I was talking about. So let me see if I can jump with the charge harness. I ended up just making my own. I do make my own. I'm not sure if I'm me making a video on that, but if you guys need one, make sure to hit me up. I'll help you and get you a charge harness. So I ended up making my own. I went off my first gen, so I saved money on that. I didn't have to spend, only buying the materials pretty much. Something else, the radiator has been working flawlessly. It is a full size, but it is a single roll, not like a single cord. Dual cord will work perfect, but it also gives me that spacing. You guys can see I have a lot of spacing, which I'm going to compare with the EG right over here. You guys can see this is a dual cord or massive cord, you guys can see, and it's super close to my intake manifold. Keep in mind this is an AG chassis, but it's really similar to a DC chassis. But single cord, the advantage that I have, it's full size, so it helps me a lot. I have an extra fan in there. That's for the AC. When the AC comes in the future, stay tuned for that video. I'll be documenting everything. And then when you do that, it's up to you, but I did put a shroud. It helps a lot when you're stationary idling. And don't cheap out on the fan. Always get something with high CSFM flows. I believe this is 1200 or 1300. But get something high standard and don't cheap out. That's a spa right there, and it dissipates heat amazingly. And I went obviously as a CSF radiator, I believe, and that one's a monster. But for the amount, we're talking about $400 to $500 versus $100. So I'm not tripping on that, and it worked perfectly. The line, upper hose radiator line, which I was talking about, I did have to mod it because of my situation. This is a RSX radiator, so the upper hose, it should be sitting somewhere around here to clear it, but it's in the way of the TPS, and that really restricts me a lot on the TPS. It was kind of hard to calibrate it, but I got it done. Sorry where I picked up. I had to do something real quick. But yeah, just talk about the radiator real quick. And also, if you guys are interested, on the previous video, which I'm gonna put here on the description or somewhere here in the video, I also put where I got all the stuff in here from. Also, if you guys are interested, you can save 10% on Boo Boos. I'm gonna link the link down below to any parts that you guys want that they have as well. So, or if you guys are interested in some LEDs as well, I'm gonna leave the link down below to save you guys 15 to 10% off. So that's pretty good. All right, continuing on here, yeah, the brackets came out pretty good. They're just, on the brackets, you can search them out. The throttle body, on the video, I am talking about 72 millimeter. I ended up going with a 70 millimeter, and this is strictly compatible with the RBC, no adapter needed, like I have here on my EG. As you can see, that's a K-tune with a hybrid racing, 2 MPT threaded holes for vacuum misses, any more vacuum stuff you want to put, which I had to relocate. But you guys can see this one you don't need. That's an eBay one. The only downside to it, you have to calibrate the spring here because it comes really loose. Other than that, it's pretty decent for what it is. I am running an IAC as well, help it. On the TPS, I was talking about a Blocks Racing. That one was, let's put it this way, it was faulty, and I ended up going with a Dorman, which is pretty much stock RSX Type S one. We also have a evap or purge valve here from RSX. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of vehicles have, like a lot of Hondas have the same. It's just the same. So I got that because I am running a charcoal canister. You guys can see down over there. You see it does have that heat shield because it's super close to the exhaust manifold. So I'm running that. I'm getting no fumes whatsoever. Map, obviously all that stock. Deleted ports, everything here. It's all eBay, Boo Boos and stuff like that. And yeah, I am running an Amazon short, little 3-inch short cooler intake. Nothing crazy. That all stayed the same, but that's an update on the throttle body. I ended up doing my own power steering, but that is a power steering pump from an RSX Type S. I did my own lines, and I reused a lot of the existing metal hard lines to intertwine everything, but that's pretty much that high pressure line is from an RSX. So you guys can see I managed to finesse it and make it work. Also, the engine harness is from a 5-speed RSX. The only thing I did to it was I modded it because it had an extra wire that goes on the stock intake manifold for a sensor that goes up here, which looks exactly like a TPS for some reason. But I forgot what's the function of it. And I ended up converting it into a reverse lockout, even though I do not have a reverse lockout. But in the case in the future, if I decide to put a 6-speed or something, I am already ahead of the ball game. And this is a 5-speed, and an update on it is not 6-speed. Maybe it was a miscommunication with him, with that guy. I'm not going to talk about him. But yeah, maybe it's a miscommunications. I did find out, if you guys have seen all my videos, which you probably have not, because I get a lot of questions about stuff that people, don't really watch my videos. But I guess this is part of it. But it is a 5-speed. I'm not sure if it has any gearing from an Z3. It might have the LSD from it, that's for sure. It's a 5-speed with LSD, but it is a 5-speed for sure. And the clutch max, everybody keeps asking me, it is beautiful. I broke it in already. The car's not tuned, but it is a stage 1. Wanted to save myself money, and then for the amount of torque and power that it handled, I felt like it was sufficiently enough for my build here, to be honest. So I'm not tripping on that. The flywheel, I am kicking myself a little bit because I wanted it to be lighter, and I do have a lighter one. I just couldn't find a place to resurface, so I ended up throwing the heavy bastard in there from the clutch max that I got. Super sorry for the super long clip, but I mean, it's been working amazing. Anybody that is skeptical about it, don't, just go get it. It's amazing. What else can I talk to you guys about? Oh yeah, on the fuel rail, I ended up changing these out to smaller ones because the ones that came with were leaking from I believe it was Jack Spaniel, and this is essentially the same thing as a hybrid racing. It's just obviously it's not hybrid racing labeled, but it's identical to it. The RDX aftermarkets are running beautifully. Nothing whatsoever, no issues there at all. Not sure what else to elaborate on you guys. The Amazon failsafe, I believe, thermostat working beautifully, and I'll be making a video on overheating issues if you guys are wondering. And then the swivel, amazing. Just make sure when you're tightening it up, you do star pattern. That way it's evenly bolting on and you don't get no leaks, because one side might be looser than the other. Same when you're putting your wheel. So yeah, the Kenzo fuel pump, it is amazing. It is priming like a champ, and it's holding on really well. So you guys are skeptical about the Kenzo, don't be. It is amazing as well. I've seen people have bad luck and you get like a really crappy one, but compared to my AM one, it's holding on pretty well. This $40 fuel pressure regulator, it is amazing as well. It is holding nice. I can't really complain. I ended up having to change out my power steering, my rack, because it was leaking. It was leaking a lot, and I ended up changing all that out. I had to take everything all out and start from scrap all over again. But yeah, that was been working amazing, and did a good job. It was my first time doing that too. Made sure it was center enough when I took it to get a line. Came out really well. Running heater as well. You know, I try to keep it all stock, as you can see in there. Got the heater as well. The AUTOONE intake exhaust headers are amazing. Update on the exhaust, I did not have to cut anything. It would bolt on, plug and play with the AUTOONE budget headers. So if you guys are wondering, plug and play on that one. I had to butcher it because it was not plug and play. That's a 13 performance header, and it's the exhaust on this one is, it was super expensive and nothing seemed to work, but that's still something that I have to work on the EG. But yeah, I just update on that. You guys can see I am prepping for AC, so I do have my condenser in there as well. My desiccant dryer as well as in there, ready to put the lines, the compressor. I do have the belt, but I'm gonna do that once I tune, because I know the AC is gonna rob me of power, that extra load on the serpentine belt. But yeah, that's much I can think of for you guys. Oh yes, the conversion harness was a flaw on that eBay one. It did not work, and you guys need to be careful when you buy those, because they could fry your ECU, and that's taking a chance. But if you guys are interested, make sure to check out all the other videos of what I did. But I ended up just taking an existing one that I have that was faulty. I traced the wires with a diagram, and I was able to fix it. And I fixed everything in the car, because this wasn't automatic, so I was able to make everything work. Reverse lights, with the K-swap, and the odometer for the speed, and the RPMs as well. Got all that working, temperature and fuel reading as well. It was a little bit challenging, but I got it to work. I know I have the ABS popping up in there, the light, which I don't understand, because I know it's a working ABS. I hope it didn't go bad. They're super expensive to find. But something else that I have to troubleshoot, check everything, all the sensors and all the wiring, because I did mess a little bit with that when I was when I took all the extra wiring that it didn't need. I just wanted to gut it and make it stock as possible with the K series. But overall, if you're like in a place that does emission tests, I feel like this car is really close to being emission friendly and passing that. I mean, pretty much change that out. I know some of the intake exhaust, exhaust manifolds might hurt you. I'm not sure on that, but overall, this car is, for being a K series, it's very emission low from what I was reading, and but overall, like, it's super darn close to being emission friendly, and passing on a test. It's missing a couple stuff that you guys might figure out. But yeah, it might help you guys out if you guys are in a state that's very strict on stuff like that, to help you, enjoy something like this on a relic. But I'm not too sure what else to elaborate on the video. It was a long time ago, and I'm just trying to think of things, to help you guys out. But the mounts, the eBay mounts, they're okay. This is a that brand right there. They do have other ones out there too, same, they do exact same thing. But they're okay. A little pain in the rear end to get them squared away in here, and you know, it was a little bit more challenging versus my Hasports, which they were not. It was just easier to mount, easier to finesse in there. These were a little bit more of a pain, but this is a K20, so it clears hood wise, clears a lot. I'm sure it probably hits this a little bit, but nothing too crazy. It probably bends a little bit, but it's just a rubber hose. I did have to notch up there. If you guys are wondering, that's where you will notch a little bit. If you're running like a EP3 style idle pulley, you might have to change it up a little bit, but since I'm running a power steering pump, it does stick out a lot, so I had to do that in that sense. And then for my EG here, as you guys can see, this is a K24, so obviously it's a little bit taller engine, but I have it on the K20 settings, and as you guys can see, I had to cut a lot to make it work. But yeah, sorry for this super long clip. Take a look at the interior real quick for you guys, how everything turned out to be. As you can see for you guys, I ended up going with the stock look so I can have all my center consoles and stuff like that back in there. So I have to fix all that wiring, make it look cleaner and stuff. So not done completely, but yeah, that's the option that I went with, and everything came out pretty well. Came out really well. That's the update for the car. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything, but that's the update for you guys right there. On the car, everything came out beautiful, came out really nice, and I am super stoked about it. Super stoked. I can't wait to keep driving the car, keep, you know, like innovating with it and showing you guys. I am working on fixing some stuff. You guys can see it took everything out. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna conclude the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for this super long clip. If I forgot anything, make sure to DM me down below in the comment box, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.